We're talking Basketball Wives LA, the season finale, season 5. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Basketball Wives LA season 5 season finale. All right, y'all already in the chats. Unfortunately, my bad. I forgot Shar wasn't gonna be here today, so I didn't find a co-host. I thought she was coming in. She ruined my life. It's okay. And this was a whack episode, anyways. And I don't know what I'm about to do. Well, that's wrong because I'm gonna ask you guys to call in. Gonna be kind of like Bad Girls Club. If you guys ever watched the Bad Girls Club after show, I like to have the fans call in and co-host with me because I can't do this shit alone. Lord knows it'll be 2 minutes. All right, so I see we got Caitlin in the chat. We got CC Freak, Monquel. Yes, Monquel, Wigfall. All right, so the phone number is 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729. So make sure you guys call it and get on the line with me. All right, let's talk about it though. You want to talk about a season fluffer? I mean, finale, we got it because, I mean, goddamn. They started it, they ended it last week with Tammy running, as we think she's going to run and go catch Duffy. Did she? No, of course she didn't. That was dramatic. Over to doing the most. I just couldn't with it. Monquel, don't talk about you miss me on a show and you ain't calling in. I can see when the calls come in and there ain't a phone a buzzing. It's 424-256-1729. Thanks, Travesty. Hey, Monquel. Wait, Monquel, that ain't your real name. Like, is that your real name? And Wigfall, is that your last name? I thought that was like a drag name. I love you though. All right, so Tammy, she tried to run and catch Duffy, and I mean, I get it, because like I've had these moments where you just want, like, the anger inside of you has become so restless that, you know what I mean, you just can't control yourself or act your age. I think Tammy was going through this at that moment, because I would really like to ask, like, Tammy, when do you run like that? Like, do you run like that when you're working out? Like, you know what I mean? Because those are things like me. Like, I never know my power until I'm mad. And then I'm like, oh, shit. Like, wow. My arms are really strong. They skinny as fuck, but they strong. So I felt like that with Duffy. Then we see her texting on a phone talking about get Brandy's address so I can get Duffy's information. Are you gonna pop up at Brandy's house? Are you just gonna, like, what does Brandy's address have to do with Duffy's information? Who are you calling? Because I'm just sitting here like, what little gay boy is sitting under here like, yeah, Tammy, I got you, girl. Because my thing is isn't, what's her name? Brandy, you and Brandy cool, and Brandy's on the island with you. Why don't you talk to her and be like, hey, girl, I need to sit down with Duffy. And then she ain't gonna give you her address because you don't need her address. The fuck you gonna pop up at someone's house for? And I'm just still like, here's the thing, Tammy, like, I appreciate you and I love you because I feel like you just are that authentic autistic, you know what I mean? Like, just authentic Tammy all the time. But all this anger, like, I can't help but think that a lot of it stems from the pregnancy. I can't help but think that at all. CC Freak says Duffy is a fake ass. CC Freak, why do you think Duffy is a fake ass? In this situation, I mean, I just think Duffy is young. I think that has a little bit thirst, like she wants to get put on. We don't really know the editing, so it's just like, I'm just trying to figure out why she's still there. I was cool with the fact that she seemed to be cool. At first she like side-eyed like Jackie, like, why do I have to leave, bitch? Because no one knows you here. Like, yeah, you would have been more fun. She would have been the more fun person on the trip and cared more. But at this point, this was a time for everyone to kind of, you know, side with Tammy, be a friend for Tammy. It may have gone over a little bit better if Tammy had talked about the pregnancy thing with Jackie. But again, Tammy trying to keep that on her side. Tammy and Jackie, they start talking about, Tammy says that she's gonna leave or Duffy has to leave. I mean, I don't know, what did you guys think? CC Freak says because she is a confessional gangster. I mean, true, Duffy is a confessional gangster. I mean, the other thing I didn't like that Duffy did was she kept being like, oh, that's fine, I can make money, I can be at home, you know, I could have went on tour but without getting fired and making money and all this. Well, girl, like, then do that. Go make your money. What are you doing here? Why are you dealing with this bullshit? Is this a better paycheck? Genuine question. I'm just trying to figure it out. Caitlin Monroe says Duffy keeps running her mouth waiting for some water to trickle in because she's so thirsty. Duffy Monquel says Duffy's storyline did not make sense to me other than the Tammy situation. Jesse, do you think she was wrong? I think they're both wrong. I think like Duffy should have handled it differently. I think Duffy did not handle the situation professionally at all. I think that neither did Tammy, though, because at the same time, Tammy, don't be putting your hands on somebody, because that is kind of what had initiated the whole daughter comment. And, you know, should she have said it? No. But then at the same time, it's like, Duffy, don't be sitting here, exactly, acting like a confessional of gangster if you ain't going to say that to her face. Like, every time when Tammy confronts you, it's like, yeah, no, Well, my thing is, girl, no one cares what your thing is because you don't want to bring it up in the hyphiness that you be doing on camera. So now, see, for me, Tammy's aggression should be at this reunion after she watches these clips, because then it's like, all right, bitch. In every confessional, as a matter of fact, VH1, roll the tapes back. And why the hell is John Sally not hosting the goddamn reunion? The fuck? VH1, what are you doing? We got what? Yes, Shar. All right, so Shar's coming in. I'm like, bitch, this bitch just left work or something? Good, because I can't. I'm about to be done over this shit. Jackie tells Duffy she should leave, and Duffy's acting shock. Caitlin says, Duffy's saying it's cool because she got tours and blah. Exactly, bitch, go. Why you miss your son's graduation, right? We have a phone call? Steve? No. All right. She said, and Duffy brought up Tammy's kid again after Tammy already said keep her name out your mouth. Agreed. I mean, this is twice that we've had this bitch. Like, Duffy, stop it. Like, you keep saying, like, I just want to squash the beef. I just want to squash the beef. Then squash it. You don't squash beef by bringing fire to the squashing. You know what I'm saying, girl? Because now it's like, well, bitch, you got a knife in your hand. Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, someone has to be the bigger person. And if you feel you are the bigger person and Tammy's not being the bigger person, then be the bigger person. Don't bring up her daughter's name again. Don't talk about you gonna fuck somebody up, because you ain't. And clearly we see on the reunion you ain't standing up. You ain't popping off. And I get it. You know what I mean? You trying to be this higher person. But, like, where's the back and forth going? That's just what I'm saying. Who's hosting? The host of the reunion is going to be the guy who does VH1 Live. I forget what his name is. Mark Lamont Hill. Thank you, CC Freak. Hey, Bay. RJ118. All right, if you guys are just joining us, clearly I'm here by myself and I'm over this fucking episode because they tried it. I'm just like, on a season finale, can we get something other than Jackie's wedding? Like, appreciate it, but like all that, we didn't have to watch all that. Tammy's sick the next day, and she wants to apologize to all the girls, but she's like, you know, right now's not the best time to do that. What did you guys think? Did you think, because in this moment I knew the situation was going to happen, so Tammy and Shawnee stay, but then Jackie's upset on the trip, and Jackie's like, well, I feel like Duffy should have stayed because she would have came on the trip. What do you guys think about that question? I thought at this point it was just kind of like, I felt like Tammy and Duffy weren't really having any communication issues or really messing with each other when you guys were doing like activities. So my thing is like, maybe they can't eat at the same table, but like Duffy could have stayed. But then again, it's just like, really, like, again, Jackie, like, here you are. I get that they're all Basketball Wives stars, but like, you're gonna, on your 50th, you know, or whatever, what wedding was, anniversary was this, whatever the anniversary was, you're gonna sit up here with these women that you don't really fuck with, that are fighting, that are not putting your marriage on this level of respect. Like, I think Jackie just was a little irritated that she wasn't getting the play. Jackie cries to the girls talking about animosity and she's not with her husband. Why am I always in groups of girls who are always fighting? Girl, because you causing it. You putting the girls together. This trip would have been great and dandy if you had excluded 3 of the people. really want. But you know what I mean, if you really wanted a good girls female trip, like, yeah, me and my girls, no drama, we gonna connect, this is what you do. You pick the select girls that you know aren't gonna start something, aren't gonna have beef. But then it's like VH1 gonna want something out of it, because honestly, if this was the vacation, these past 3 episodes would have been boring as fuck. And then it's like, well, damn, because the season finale was whack. Let's see, who else we got in here? Monquel, what's she talking about? Wait, Quinna says, Brandy, Malaysian, Duffy can go bring Drea back. I mean... Caitlin Monroe says, Jackie didn't care really who was or wasn't there. Jackie the type to just like having bodies in a crew with her. Totally agree. That is very point on. Caitlin says, I don't know if after reading the Jackie daughter stuff again, I'm just not into Jackie anymore. I know everyone keeps going back and forth with the Jackie and the daughter thing. I mean, really, it would just be if they get a spinoff that I would care to even go into it. She's 60 going on 20, and that's really true. You know, Jackie, sometimes reality TV reverses you, and I'm feeling like this is it. So Tammy is not pregnant. We find this out. I like that moment. I thought it was cool. I think she knew she wasn't pregnant. I thought it was a little dramatic. But at the same time, I liked it because I thought it was an authentic moment of her admitting and saying, like, I thought I was pregnant. I felt different in my stomach. Even though she knew it, I felt like she really did know that she wasn't. But something might have felt a little different inside of her. But that reaction shot was really powerful. Just her kind of sitting there with her eyes up and not trying to cry or take it in. And those feelings of, you know, having that insecurity of he's younger, he's never had a kid, he's going to want to experience that. I mean, I get it, girl, because I'd probably be going through the same type of feelings as well. I mean, if I was sitting there with a man, but at the same time, you also have to understand everyone walks in different shoes. Everyone's journey is different. So maybe his journey isn't about, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm young and I want my own child, to have my own child. There are different ways to go about doing that. So it's kind of like, where are you at with it? Are you open to that? And then is he open to that? And then if you aren't open to that, is that cool? And my thing is, I feel like they're so close that I'm wondering if we're not getting a certain conversation that keeps her feeling this insecurity. Or, I mean, I know that sometimes you can be reassured the fuck out of it, but it's like that reassurance can't even take over the power of nature and your feelings and emotions and whatnot. Eases13 says, I wouldn't watch Jackie's spinoff. Jackie takes too much energy even through the TV. She does. But like a special, like an 8-episode special, I'm here for it. They gave it to Candy. Shit, why the fuck not? Do I think she puts herself in that situation? Oh, wait. Caitlin says, like, I get every family has their own drama, but when someone blatantly doesn't acknowledge to any degree a relative's existence, I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me. I mean, I agree. It doesn't. And I don't really want to comment on it because it's like such a serious issue for this type of a show. And her daughter's not really involved in the show, so I don't really know where she's at with wanting to be a part of it. But yeah, the skin tone thing was very interesting to me, and I also thought it was weird, not to like really dive into it, but I also thought it was just interesting, her relationship with her son. I don't know, and I could have been reading into it, probably was. Just the way he hugged her and just the way he stares at her, it's just interesting. I mean, if it was my mom, I'd be looking at my mom crazy too, but it's a different type of a stare. No, I don't. CC Freak, I don't want Jackie to have a T.I. and Tiny Family Hustle type show. I don't want that. Like 8 episodes, like that's it. Nothing more than that. And yes, Caitlin, I do think Jackie puts herself in situations that are unnecessary, like this whole trip, like the party with Angel Brinks. Like, I'm trying to be a good friend. Okay, you can be a good friend to a certain point, bitch. But now it's like at a point of like, okay, you fought to be that good friend. Now the shit didn't go right. Don't get mad at your friend because you fought that hard to be a good friend. I get it. I understand the dress situation. But now after hearing Homeboy over here last week, Dion Music, talking about you had a whole nother dress there. So I'm just like, you know what you're doing. So I can't with the whole drama, I on the fix my life shit. Caitlin. Oh, yes, Caitlin. Bitch, why can you not call in the goddamn phone? The fuck? You writing all fucking paragraphs in here like, bitch, I'm supposed to be reading and talking. Damn, y'all shady as fuck. You just want to come in here and just watch me struggle like a fucking Magikarp. That was a Pokemon reference for anyone. Caitlin says, like, for example, I personally, at 23, would never date someone 30 plus because I would think they'd expect / eventually pressure me into popping out a kid. Okay, Caitlin, I mean, I get that to a certain point. I think it's different, though, as a female. Bitch, you at work. That's fine. I appreciate you then just for being on this and watching me while you at work. Don't get in trouble, though, boo. Okay, here's the thing, though, with being 30. I think that that's more of a guy thing. I think that that's a female thing. Like, if you're 23 and you dating a guy that's 30, chances are he more than likely probably ain't trying to have a kid anytime soon. Especially if you're living out here in LA. Like 30 is like literally the new 20. Legit. 30 is the new 20. 40 is fucking the new 20 at this point. 30 is like fucking adolescence. Like, it's just, LA's crazy. So I don't really know where that goes. My voice ugly as fuck right now. What did you do to your voice, RJ? The fuck was you doing last night? Well, that it's all scratchy and shit. Where do we go with this shit? The Palace. Let's talk about this shit. The fucking Palace. He was a whore. He had 11 kids in 16 years. Tammy said something about bloodstains from back in the day. Like, what goes through her mind that she... It's so interesting. Yes, Caitlin, to saying there's different levels to this shit. I love all of you guys that are sitting here dedicated at work. You guys are like, Shar, you're all just sitting at work. Well, here I am talking about Basketball Wives. Woo! Yes, I am channeling me, myself, and I. Jane Doe, here's what you're missing. Shit, because the fucking episode was boring as fuck. I'm sitting in here trying to sew a storyline together because shit, they was too. All right, we're going to finish this out. So they get to the top of the palace, and Doug was there with the kids. Some of them, and they got remarried, yada yada. It was cute. Shawnee and Tammy felt bad, which they should have. And then I'm just like, Shawnee, if you're the executive producer of this, you didn't know that Doug was flying out there. You didn't know that this was going to be a production thing. Like, who kept that from you? But I did appreciate that they went out of their way afterwards to find that fucking guitar guy and have him play a first dance, which was awkward. The dance was awkward. Like, it's like you guys were really dressed up nice, and then Doug's like in a fucking workout gear, ready to get on a plane, and it's like, oh, here's our first dance. And then, like, how long did that last for? Was it literally just, we just need this scene, like... But I did appreciate it because I thought it was cute that Jackie cried afterwards and was like, you guys are my friends. I just want to create a show where you guys just talk in the chat and I just go back and forth with you guys. Because fuck Basketball Wives, I just can't. Not fuck it, it'll be fun next week, but like this reunion, this episode was just fucking, I couldn't. The reunion will be much more interesting than the filler episode, Jane Doe, because they all watched the episode. So now it's on some real, like, okay, bitch. Because Jackie versus Brinks, that's going to be awesome. Brinks versus half the cast, because they all talk shit about her. Angel Love versus half the cast. Duffy versus Tammy and half the cast. So I think, like, my thing is, where's the, what's his name again? Mark? The Andy Cohen guy. My thing with him is, like, what's he gonna add to this? Like, how does fighting get involved with this? Is he just gonna be like, what the fuck's going on? And confused. I'm into it. All right. Yeah, I guess on that note, we're gonna head into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Caitlin says, I'm dying that Angels had 4 lines each in these last couple of episodes. All right. I'm going to ask this question, then you guys put all the things in here, and then I'll do my predictions and read them. Who do you guys genuinely think, if we're going into next season, who do you genuinely think should be allowed to come back? Obviously, we can't pick who can come on to the show because they'd be finding these bitches under rocks and shit. But, like, who do you think deserves to really be here next season? And if you could bring one person back, one person, minus Drea, because I know that's what all gonna get lit up in here. We'll just assume Drea gonna come back, even though she ain't. If you could bring Drea and one other person back, who would that other person be? So who would you want to get rid of, and then who from the past would you want to put on the show? Because we need to spice this up. We need to give them some ideas or something, because otherwise we're gonna get the Jackie Christie reality show. I'm telling you. So, Quinn, I agree. Like it's just we've gotten to this point where it's just like the storyline is just dragging out like this after show right now. So next week is the reunion. Here's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for the Tammy versus Duffy situation. I just want to see how this is going to erupt with grown women around and a moderator. Because I think that the moderator is a very important person in this type of situation, because you can get a really important message across to kids, a really important message across to people that were watching this kind of hot messery on television and thinking it's okay. A lot of people are sitting here watching this like, yes. So it'll be interesting to see what his position is on this. And I'm also interested to see how Angel Love is. Like, because when she came in studio for Reality Check over on Black Hollywood Live, which if you guys love messy shit, go check out Reality Check on Black Hollywood Live. Her reactions were kind of different towards everybody. So it'll be interesting to see that. All right, you guys all said Tammy deserves to come back. Easy 13. Tammy, Malaysia. The Forest View says Jackie. I mean, obviously. Caitlin says Tammy, Malaysia, Shawnee. Shawnee just be so on the fence for me sometimes. Nicholas Emilio says bring Brooke back. Travesty says Tammy I would keep. CC Freak says Royce Reed need to come back. Caitlin says British just because she stay being messy on Instagram. I think British actually would be really interesting. I forget who's she fucking right now. Is she fucking Soulja Boy? Is British Williams fucking Soulja Boy? Is that who I saw? I don't know. They all be looking like. Malaysia's getting some. For the Forest View says get rid of Angel Brinks. Bring back the white hoe. Who's the white hoe? With the nose? Is that the one? What was her name? I'm new to Basketball Wives, so I don't really. She was interesting. She always complained about everything, right? Is that who I'm thinking of? Tammy got her contract renewed with that fuckery. True. In January could come back. Oh, is that who you're talking about? I'm down for January, because January just seemed like whatever. I got a whole bunch of tea. Here it is. Put it in a Folgers cup. Put it on VH1. Boom. All right. We love you guys. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Keep in contact with me at DJ Jesse J. We'll be back next week. I'm going to bring Daniel back. Why the fuck not, right? And stay tuned, because it's Monday. So, we got Love and Hip Hop later tonight and Black Ink Crew Chicago. And I got a bottle of Jack. So stay tuned.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.